Hi, my name is Zealand Harris, and this is my speech on how to model in a CAD program such as Onshape. So, again, the program we'll be using today is Onshape, and it is free and in your web browser. And if you just go up to the Create button in the top left-hand corner, then you can click it and type in whatever name you want for your model, which I'll be using Communications 8.2a demonstration just for mine. Now, once loaded into your workspace, the middle of it has three squares. They're called planes. You can also rotate the model with the cube in the top right-hand corner, like that. Now, if you click Sketch while on a plane, it will drop you down into this menu where you can select shapes or lines, and if it's shaded in, it is a closed shape, which you will have to close your own shape if you choose to make it out of lines. Now, if you then go up to the dimension tool, you can select it and select any line on the shape and type in whatever number you need for how long you want it to be. And again, you can place several different shapes and dimension each of them individually, such as that. And then you can extrude your sketch, which is what will make it 3D. And you can choose your depth, which would be, for me, 3 inches, or just whatever you want it to be for your own model. Now that you have these two models at hand, there are two tools up in the top here that I want to show you called Fillet and Chamfer. Fillet will round a corner off like that, and Chamfer will cut the corner off completely at a default of a 45 angle, and then you can finalize it, and as you can see, one corner of each shape is rounded and one edge of it is cut off completely. So now that we have our two shapes with our fillets and chamfers on them, you can go up to any of the planes and you can use the sketch on the faces of those shapes. And you can make new shapes on top of these ones and dimension them to what you need. I'm going to make my dimensions match my second box for reasons that I will show later. Again, you can add or remove from your box, and same thing as before, change the depth of it. So now I have a hole going all the way through. Now, once you're here, we can make the two shapes move with one another by going down to the assembly icon, or the assembly workspace, and clicking Insert. Once you choose your part studio, it'll drop both of your parts in like such. And now, if you don't want to move your objects like both of them together, you can fix one in place by right-clicking on it and then going up to the Fix icon and clicking on that. And now I can no longer move my larger object, I can only move my smaller one. Once we're at this point, I will be using the mates at the top. For this demonstration, I will only be using planar mate because there is too many and will take up too much time. Now, if you click two planes, those two will slide against one another without coming apart like such. And again, you can see better in this angle here. They always slide against one another and do not come apart. Now, if you want to do this on two sides, like I'm doing now, both of your sides will line up with one another and neither will slide past one another, creating a locking mechanism where it only slides in one direction, like this. Now, both of our parts move against one another, and again, we have one piece sliding through the other in a way that could be used in several different ways, whether that be tracks for a train or just any way that one thing slides through another object. This method can be used to model. And again, you can use any of these tools for a variety of different things, and will eventually get you what you need. So thank you for watching my speech, and I will continue playing around with the program, and I hope you do the same.